Hey everyone, and welcome to my top 5 favorite discs of 2023 video. 2023 saw a lot of changes. To kind of recap a little bit for anyone who's new to the channel, I've been sponsored by Discraft for about 4 years leading up to 2023. Did not renew that sponsorship, and so that opened me up to be able to throw discs from any manufacturer in. Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie, that is extremely overwhelming and was a huge undertaking. To be honest, I was all over the place to start the season. I really didn't know what did I want to review, what did the community want to see. I was just everywhere, and so I didn't really have any extreme focus. So that's hopefully going to change here with 2024 as I will be coming out with a video shortly in order to get your opinions on what you guys want to see, maybe help narrow down that focus just a little bit. So I'm going to appreciate that help. And with that, I got to try out a lot of new discs. Well, new to me, of course. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a video showcasing what I feel were the top 5 discs of 2023. Now I'm going to be showing you the top disc of both, say, putting putter, throwing putter, mid-range, fairway driver, and distance drivers. So I'll give you probably a couple honorable mentions, ones that I really did like, but then also that one that I just absolutely loved. Before we get into the video, I do just want to say that for 2024, I will be renewing my partnership with Great Lakes Disc. So if you're in need of any discs, if you're in need of any new disc golf accessories, please visit greatlakesdisc.com and be sure to use that promo code LEFTY. You're not only going to be saving on your order, but you're also going to be helping this channel, as well as a great brick and mortar store in the disc golf community ran by some of the best disc golf ambassadors. I greatly appreciated their support in 2023, and I am really excited to see what 2024 has in store. Also, be sure to subscribe and smash that like button. Once we get to 7,500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 2 different packs of discs to 2 lucky subscribers. So be sure to subscribe. Don't miss out. And I may as well just drop at the moment here. But any video that you watch, starting with this one, that you watch, comment on, so you have to comment on the video. Any video that I do, starting with this one, up until we hit 7,500 subscribers, that is what enters you into the giveaway. So the more videos that you watch and you comment on, the more chances you have to win. I've rambled on long enough, everyone. Let's get into Cheating Lefty's top 5 discs of 2023. To kick us off, the first category is going to be the best putting putter of 2023. However, first, a couple honorable mentions. The first one on the list is going to be the Penrose from EV7. Next is going to be the PA3 from Prodigy, and also the Maiden from Westside Discs. These were all very good putting putters for me, however, one stood above the rest, and that is the Watt from MVP. What made the Watt stand out to me was its combination of amazing glide, but also how straight it was almost no matter the distance I was putting from. Edge of circle, put it on the pole, that's where it's going to end up. Inside the circle, same thing. And even outside the circle on jump putts, all I had to do was throw it at the basket, just make sure I give it enough height, and it was going to land in the basket. Next up, we have the throwing putters, and this may have been one of the hardest categories for me to pick, as there are a lot of great throwing putters out on the market. First of the honorable mentions, we have the Berg from Castoplast. We also have the Sea Otter from Wild Discs. If you haven't taken a look at it, go check out my review of it. And also we have the MVP Glitch, a disc that changed my approach game. But just like with the putting putters, we have a double winner, and that is the Watt from MVP. This putter just blew me away because you can use this for any shot that you want. Perfect for one disc rounds. You can throw it on a slight hyzer, get it to hold really straight, and then have a nice, decent amount of finish at the end. Or you can rip on it hard, flat, and have it hold incredibly straight, maybe a baby hyzer at the very end, and then when you put on those anhyzer lines, it holds it all the way to the ground. The Watt really is a do-everything style of throwing putter. Next category, we have the mid-ranges, and if you've been watching this channel over the last year, you probably know which disc this is going to be, but we're going to start with those honorable mentions. First, we have the Paradox from Axiom Discs, then also the new Detour, the James Conrad Detour from MVP, Also, the Origin, specifically the Midnight Prowl from Discmania, and also one you may not have seen on the channel yet, but the Texas Ranger from Lone Star Discs. But the one that stood out to me not only with flight, but also its incredible feel was the Pathfinder from Thought Space Athletics, as this may be just the best feeling mid-range in the game, at least for me. This thing is just incredibly comfortable when I go to throw it, and when I do throw it, well, it holds very nice arcing hyzer lines, and when I rip into it, I can get maybe just a little bit of turn in that mid-flight, but it's still going to go pretty straight, and again, have a really nice, dependable finish. And when it comes to forehands, I can get it to hold a turn, making it a great option for shaping shots in the woods. And that brings us to our next category, the fairway drivers, and woo, you know I love my fairway drivers, but first let's get to the honorable mentions. The first one up is the Rhythm from Axiom Discs, the next being the Shadowfax from Prodigy. That was probably the most surprising disc to me, and then also the F9, also from Prodigy. However, the one that takes the cake for me is the Cicada from Discraft. You've probably heard me talk about this in several videos, but the Cicada, wow, just what an incredible fairway driver. Great for players of all skill levels. It very much kind of mirrors the Watt, to be honest, but in the fairway driver lineup. You throw it hard and flat, you're going to get a nice meandering turn with just a little bit of a baby hyzer finish. When you throw it on an anhyzer line, it's understable enough that, again, it's going to hold that turn all the way. And then if you do put it on a little bit of a hyzer, you can get beautiful flip up to flat shots that just has that nice predictable hyzer finish. Again, just a do everything disc. And last up, we have the distance drivers. This is a slot I don't throw incredibly often. However, I do enjoy a good distance driver every now and again. First, with the honorable mentions, we have the Innova Turn, also the new Simon Line time-lapse. I do need to get a little bit more time in with it. Also, the Trespass from Dynamic Discs, and the PD from Discmania. So what distance driver was the best for me? It would be the Wave from MVP. And as we've kind of seen a little bit of a trend here, it is again kind of a do everything style of disc, and also it can do a lot more just depending on the different plastic type that I choose. In the fission plastic with my arm speed, I can throw this thing flat, get it to hold a really nice flexing line where it's going to get a good amount of turn in the mid flight, and then a nice overstable finish. Again, even with the extra torque from forehand, I do get a very similar and consistent flight. But say the wind is up, I can instead reach for the Wave in the Proton plastic, and it's going to give me that little bit of more extra stability that I need. Particularly for forehands, it can really handle good amount of torque and still have a great hyzer finish, allowing me to hit a wide variety of lines. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. We do have that giveaway and it begins now. So be sure to comment on any video that is released, starting with this one up until we hit 7,500 subscribers. We are almost there. In fact, I can almost guarantee if everyone who's watching this video right now, who's not a subscriber, were to subscribe, we would hit that number before the end of the night. So please subscribe today. Also, be sure to visit Great Lakes Disc for any of your disc buying needs. Use that promo code LEFTY. And with that, I am really excited to see what 2024 has in store. I hope you'll continue to join me on this adventure. Until the next one, keep banging chain.